And then just, do your business in there.
You hear that voice? That's our guest.
Hello, it's Ryan.
Ryan's back.
I'm just as dirty as these two bastards as well.
God. Is that possible? Is that possible?
Feel disgusted with yourself. Is this place?
It's a disgusting...
Swarming with pervertness.
It's a den of filth.
Is that a word?
I don't know, it could be.
It is now.
It is now.
Perviness.
Good evening, everybody. It's David.
It's Phil.
And it's Ryan.
It's Two Guys, One Garage. Ryan's going to talk about many interesting topics tonight.
Well, do you want me to go, Dave? What I'm going to talk about?
Give them a quick introduction.
Okay. Fusion technology.
My God.
Trips to the stars and terraforming other planets.
And many tangents to come. Two Guys, One Garage. Let's go. So welcome. It's been about a month since we've been blessed. Has it been about a month since we've been blessed with your presence?
Seems longer.
It could be longer. I could be talking shit. Ryan's home.
I'm home. I got back yesterday.
Yeah, how are you?
How am I?
Are you well?
Am I well? Do I look well?
You look incredibly unwell.
I do feel terrible, actually. I got back yesterday evening and I'm going away tomorrow morning.
My God.
To get married.
He's getting married.
Sorry, girls.
And gay guys.
If there's any girls listening to this.
I can't see there being many women listening
Not
to this
really,
podcast.
No.
That's probably why we need a female guest on at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we're not sexist. We just admire the female
We might
form.
have to tie her up to get her in, like, but...
We're just going to get a guest on and just admire her form.
Why not?
Oh, your breasts are beautiful, darling. I'm a tit man myself.
Show me your tight ass.
Another shot there, David.
Yeah, aye, shots. Podcast games, I like it. Tonight we're brought to you by Relentless. Relentless, feel free to sponsor us and give us cash, and we'll constantly plug your energy drink. It's fine. It's cool, we'll do it.
Yeah, I think I've talked Dave into just naming brands. We drank a Costa before.
Shout out to Costa Coffee.
Costa Coffee, much better than Starbucks, unless Starbucks want to sponsor you, which in that case, they're great. Much better than Costa.
The money dictates the opinion, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does.
Definitely does.
We are whores at this point in time. We need money.
Sponsorship halls.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Starbucks didn't used to pay tax, did they?
Oh, they got around something that they reckon they didn't make any profits in the UK, so that they didn't have to pay any tax or something, which was obviously a load of shit.
Those snotty fucks.
Nah, they are. American
Somebody else
bastards.
didn't used to pay tax. Who was it? There was another company as well, big company, that didn't used to pay tax on
No
the
idea.
products. I can't remember who it was though. This could be the point where your brother Josh, shout out to Josh, is shouting
going crazy. He's going, it was bloody IBM, and it was IBM. I'm not saying that IBM don't pay the taxes, by the way. If you want to sponsor the podcast, IBM.
Yeah, if any company's listening that wants to sponsor the podcast, it could be a porn website, it could be a gambling website.
I think like a bra company would be a perfect one to sponsor you.
Good call.
That would be amazing.
Or National Get Your Breasts Out Day or something. That would be perfect for you.
That would be amazing. Amazing.
I like the gambling idea. That they're having like Ray Winston and the fuck it.
Alright, boys.
Man, play now.
Listen to the podcast.
How are you, Phil?
I'm pretty good.
You well?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah?
As you say, got the Relentless on the go.
Yeah. Phil, we've plugged them already. Now you're getting desperate.
I just want to give them another plug. You know,
just keep plugging.
I like the product.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with the company.
Another shot.
But I'm surprised at the size of the cans. I didn't realise they made small cans.
They're just sexy little cute little.
They are cute, aren't
little
they?
babies.
They're
They're exactly the same as Red Bull.
The little sweet, the little sweeties. Ryan, tell me about fusion power.
Fusion power, Dave, is the way forward. It is the way forward. That's forget all this wind farm shit, right? It's all right in the short term, solar power and all that sort of crap. But if we want to go anywhere and solve the world's energy crisis, in inverted commas, we need to go for fusion technology. And there's a few of them, including one in Great Britain, which are kind of leading the way, and they're going to hopefully win the race. They have actually achieved fusion power for a few seconds.
What's this in the Hadron Collider?
No, it was.
That's not
I'm not sure where they actually did it, but the Large Hadron Collider is just kind of like bombarding atoms at near the speed of light, just to see what happens. Big Bang.
I'm going off on a tangent here, but do you remember?
Tangent already. Not sure.
Tangent number 1. Do you remember the time that was kind of being announced that it was gonna?
And they were going to make little black holes, and the world was going to end and shit.
But, yeah, and they were saying it could be the end of the world when this happens. That was the night that I was going out on the drink at the village,
right?
With Chris. And I don't know if you were there, but I just remember, everybody was talking about like, oh shit, is it the end of the world?
Oh, wormholes and that, like wormholes and black holes are going to die.
Like, needless to say, we're still here.
Yeah.
So that's
because the black holes appeared for like 10,000th of a second or something, and then disappeared.
Yeah, the newspapers had to write something.
They've got to sell some way, haven't they?
Exactly.
Because it was probably the sun. Go on, sponsor
Sun
us.
of the mirror. How?
So what would happen if one of these tiny little black holes existed for, like, say, a full second?
Well, it's not even that. There's not enough mass for them to, because you know how black holes like feed off mass. There's not enough mass for them to eat, so to speak, for them to grow any bigger than like smaller than an atom or whatever. So it would never have got to anything like that.
Right.
It would never have grown. So because there's nothing in there, to only tiny little atoms, and so it would have just disappeared into nothingness. Because you know at the end of a black hole's life. Let's go off on a tangent here. Talking about the big freeze. I don't know if anyone knows about the big freeze, but the big freeze is a concept where basically the universe expands to an exponential point where there is just black holes left, nothing else, and they, due to like Hawking radiation, because Stephen Hawking discovered that like they give off radiation. If you discover that the only things to escape black holes is these little particles of radiation, they will eventually evaporate, black holes, and there will be nothing left. No space, no time, no anything. That's how they think the universe will end in however many...
That's the generally accepted
Yeah, that's the generally accepted theory at the minute.
The big freeze.
The big freeze, yeah.
So depressing.
I know, it's horrible, isn't it, really? Just to think that everything's just going to die.
So black holes eat up all of the shit?
Eat up everything, and then the black holes eventually evaporate, and then there's nothing. So what I was saying, going back to that, once the black holes eventually evaporate, that proves that basically... if the black hole is small enough, it will, and got nothing to feed on, it will just go poof, and that's the same concept in the Large Hadron Collider where they will, because they're so small.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens? Just a realm of nothingness. There's nothing.
So they say.
Until another Big Bang happens.
Not even a vacuum. Not even like any.
Well, I don't know, because maybe I suppose. Who's to say there is space and time? Because there's nothing there, so there's no one. So who's to say that space and time still exists? Who's recording anything?
So
you know what I mean?
Hall, if a tree falls and there's no one around to hear it.
Exactly. If you can see if a cat's like the Schrodinger's cat thing, the cat's dead in a box, but you open it, it's alive. Was it alive? I don't know, that type of shit. You know what I mean? Sort of like that kind of crap. But that's what they say anyway. That's the generally accepted theory.
So fusion, we've discussed the idea that the wind farm is shit.
Well, I think it is. I mean, it's
bad for migrating birds. Just chip me oar in.
Never go there. Never go. Missed our wildlife.
Just because they'll fly into them. They can't.
Really?
They can't see them. No. It's quite a funny story. It's kind of tragic, but that was a rare
tangent. Shot the tangent.
That was a rare type of swift, which is kind of, you know what a swift is, like a swallow, like a house martin. There was these twitchers all going mad down south because this rare swift had been seen, and as they were watching it, it flew into the blades of one of these propellers on one of these wind farms.
Oh, they would have went crazy, wouldn't they?
They weren't happy, like.
Just on their knees, just crying. Why?
Yeah. No.
Well, I mean, it's I suppose I'm not hypocritical, but I work in the oil and gas industry, so it's like it's kind of like trying to get fusion power. I would promote fusion power. I would say like that's the way forward.
Let's talk about where you work. Norway.
Right. Okay.
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth, Norway.
Pretty beautiful place,
Beautiful
isn't it?
place, yeah. They
Never
could have
been, but-
easily filmed Lord of the Rings there. It's a fantastic place.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's gorgeous. I mean, you've seen some of the pictures that I've
Oh,
taken.
stunning, yeah. Have you seen much wildlife when you've been out there, have you?
Quite a bit. Like
'Cause
they have loads of deers. There's loads of hunters as well, though.
Yeah.
But when I was saying about us going on holiday up there, like
Probably, yeah.
together, there's
On a beautiful gay
on a
holiday
gay
away.
excursion. Not just me and David, by the way. There's
No,
there's
a
women
plethora of men, all sorts.
but there's elk and everything, man. There's loads
Yeah.
of like animals like that.
Brown bear and
Bears
moose.
and everything.
Moose
Yeah.
up there?
I don't know if moose are up there. I definitely know. I don't know if they class elk as moose or something.
People are funny about elk and moose. It was funny as well because another TV show, Pointless. Have you seen that
Yeah,
one?
yes, I have.
Well, there was a picture on there. It was kind of like a section where it was like name the animal, and it was blatantly, to me, it was It was either a moose or an elk. Whichever one it wasn't was the one they were saying it was. And I was watching it with my mum and I was saying, no, that's not that. That's I'll say for argument's sake it was a moose. I can't remember which. That's a moose. I'm telling you. And they went, no, it's an elk. They've just said something. Well, it wasn't. They got it wrong on the TV show.
And you were just like,
And I was just
I
like,
told you it was a moose.
I said so. Top dog, you know what I mean?
Oh well, he's
Mate.
a wildlife expert. Him.
Come on, go on.
He loves it.
I do love it.
Trust me, you know.
Always have done. Like. You ass. Remember me and you when we were kids going on little adventures and that, and
What, and collecting newts?
collecting newts and going through the fields.
Do you remember when we built that pond in your back garden?
Oh, aye, great times. You haven't lived unless you've built a pond, and that's the first thing I'm doing when I buy a house.
Building a pond?
Building a big ass pond.
Can't really, because I've got a daughter and she'll just end up falling in the pond. And
We'll just say, oh, you kind of go in the garden, it's mine.
well, I'm sure she's going to listen.
Well, there you are.
I totally couldn't trust myself at the pond. Like,
What would you
do you
do,
mean?
like?
well, blatantly just. Oh, I wasn't shagging on it there, but just,
Make a bong.
Just blatantly forget it was there. And just roll,
Oh, just-
roll
oh,
in piss
right,
and
okay.
just drown and die, and that was the end of that.
Just totally neglect your pond. Me pond's neglected. I've neglected
So-
me pond. Sorry, mate.
Fusion power.
Right, let's get back on this. We've been doing this, 10 minutes now.
It
and
doesn't
haven't spoken about it once.
You know, we love tangents, yeah.
Right, judging by, I'm a big fan of Focus Science and Technology, the magazine by the BBC.
Shout out,
actually.
sponsor.
Yeah. Let's just name all the brands. They say the number one fusion design is the Joint European Taurus, right, which is short for JET, and it's in Culloden, Oxfordshire. They say that is the number one that's gonna win the race for to make like like a fusion power which is gonna be like sustainable and gonna not make money but like not gonna give you out more energy than what you put in. But I think that's a load of shit. I think it's a good one, but it's this. I think ITER, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, that's in France, right? Let's see how you pronounce that place. Cararache, France. You reckon? Well, it's in France anyway.
Yep.
And I think that's the number one that, and it's a scaled up version of the one I was just talking about, the JET one, and I think that's going to be the one that does it basically, because they have achieved fusion technology, but only for like a short period of time.
Okay, so what is fusion technology then?
Well, let's explain it, right? You know how, if anyone's familiar with an atom bomb, I'm sure you all are, that is basically splitting the atom, right? And when you split an atom, it gives off a tiny little bit of mass, and that mass comes out as the energy. So basically, that's what a bomb is. Like when when it makes that explosion, it's just a tiny little bit of atom given off in pure energy. And that's what that is. But fusion is the merging of two atoms. It's what powers the sun. So when you know how you've got the core of a star is basically very, very, very dense.
Yeah.
It's so dense that it's actually pushing those atoms together so that they're vibrating so much and heating them up that they forge together two hydrogen atoms to form a helium one. And that's what causes that big reaction, like an atom bomb, and that's like millions of those are happening every second in the middle of the sun, and that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to get that on Earth, because basically what they'll be able to do is with like a small pellet of water, like power a city for a day, and that's basically so it's almost a free form of energy. But I'm sure the government will find a way to tax it and make it not sustainable. And because let's say conspiracy alert here, by the way.
We love a conspiracy.
I think someone's achieved it somewhere, and the governments are just holding it back. Personally.
Well, it's just like the rumours about the treatment for AIDS and the treatment for cancer.
Come on, they've been trying to do this since 1982, man. Probably before that. But the Joint European Torus, that was created in 1982, and they still haven't achieved a sustainable fusion technology. Someone's got to have done it.
What is it to say? Is it to say like current technology is 20 years behind what they actually can do?
Yeah, that's what they say.
The public, whether it's true or not.
Yeah, that's what
so
they reckon.
The public's, for example, 20 years behind.
But I mean, if we can find sustainable, if someone can do this and get fusion technology to work, it could mean endless possibilities. Endless possibilities.
Why wouldn't they admit to having it then if that was the case?
Because it'd be, imagine all the oil companies, gas companies, they'd just be non-existent. They'd just be worthless, pointless. All the electricity companies would stop making money. Or like,
chances are they have a massive say in like behind the scenes.
Of course they do, man.
Where the world's run by banks and companies.
You're talking about the Illuminati and all that sort of shit.
Definitely.
You're probably talking about half the heads of all the oil companies. Total, BP, Chevron, Statoil, everyone.
Yeah.
They all have a massive say in it. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they had shares in some of these projects, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that one in France, I think, is going to be the first one to do it, personally.
And so say that they've got this fusion technology, and for what, oil companies and big companies that, might go bust if it came out aside, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would it be used for? Anything and everything. Would
Anything
it be the
and
ultimate
everything,
technology?
yeah.
The ultimate fuel source.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can power your car off water, a water pellet. That's pretty much it, really.
So what is it? Is it specifically hydrogen?
It's just hydrogen. The fusion of two hydrogen atoms together to form a helium atom, and it gives off a little bit of energy.
So fusion and the other one, fission, they both give off energy.
The splitting and the fusion of an atom. So, like, it's called fission and fusion, right? Fission is what we're currently doing to use atom bombs, right? When you split an atom into, it all gives off a little bit of energy, but obviously, I mean, the tiniest little atom made into pure energy is just got this unbelievable force, and that's what you see in Hiroshima and all that sort of crap. It's just that tiny bit of energy.
Those explosions, those two
was a splitting of one atom.
Just one atom created that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What, the atomic bombs?
Yeah.
There was one.
Just one atom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, like, when you talk about dark matter and stuff,
Yeah.
one atom of not dark matter, antimatter. Have you seen Angels and Demons? Angels and Demons.
The movie or...
Yeah, the movie, yeah.
Yes, but I can't remember it.
Well,
The
basically...
movie or the what? The movie or the porno?
the movie or the porno.
Where the angels fuck the demons.
Shot, sorry. It's shot because you're talking about it.
Doesn't count, it's non-alcoholic.
Anyway, we talk about antimatter, and if
Yeah.
it's kind of the same, if an atom of antimatter and an atom of normal matter touch, they just give off this absolutely unbelievable explosion, and that's what they say, really. Well, that is fact.
Well, that is very fascinating, right? It really is.
Another shot. But yeah, so if we can get a sustainable source, I think it's the answer to the world's problems.
Is there no way of harnessing the power of water?
What, like dams and stuff?
Instead of, using water to power, because fossil fuels will run out in time.
They will, yeah.
Can we not use water for our, fuel source?
Is that not what this
Well,
is?
that's what...
Is that exactly what this is?
Well, yeah, because the water is abundant and hydrogen is in water. It's H2O, isn't it? Hydrogen and oxygen. So, two hydrogen atoms and an oxygen atom. So what they're doing is they're taking this pellet of water and forcing it and basically trying to create like this gravitational field around it or whatever. They actually use magnets in the earth.
So, what happens to the oxygen? Does the oxygen just,
Well,
it's like, fuck off, mate.
I
Hydrogen
don't
only, yeah, mate.
I don't know the ins and outs of it. I'm not 100% sure on actually what happens. I'm just going over the basics really, but I think some of them, I think whether it's a gas or a liquid or whatever they're using magnets to force it. They heat it up actually hotter than the sun, because basically we can't get that sort of the denseness of what's in the core of a star. So you've got to heat it up higher, and then they're trying to achieve fusion.
Can you imagine this? Picture this. Fusion technology it's second nature. It exists X amount of years down the line, and we're using it just like we never haven't used it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You imagine going into like a fuel store and just picking up, like, say, a container of pellets.
Well,
just to power everything.
Well, I suppose you would just have like a washer bottle, wouldn't you, of water, and that would be your fuel tank,
Your
wouldn't it,
lifetime
really?
supply.
But then there's a question: what if we run out of water?
But can you though? Because water is never like, isn't it like energy where it's not really ever created or destroyed in that sense? Because
Well, in terms of like it's always
circular.
recycling,
Yeah.
and sorting itself out. Yeah.
Like I'm sure it was on the
I
Rogan
suppose
podcast.
technically you could piss in your water bottle, couldn't you? Wouldn't it really? Because you've got. Well, if we run out of water, we're all going to die anyway, aren't we?
Yeah.
But
Because we need water.
but
to
it would
live.
stay. Oh yeah, If you, I know, I see now. If you used up all the
Well, you're going to.
like in this fusion, like,
Yeah.
oh shit, forgot that we needed it.
Do you know what I think is quite
drink.
interesting? The fact that this planet is considered a water planet because of the mass of water compared to land mass.
Yeah, it's 70-odd%, isn't it? 70-odd% water.
And technically we're still in an ice age because we've still got polar caps.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose by that time we ran out of water, we'd just fuck off to Europa, wouldn't we? It's
Yeah,
just
why not?
just a big ball of ice. So
Or maybe the aliens have come down and they'll take up in their ships and
yeah.
you know.
So at points when we're not in ice age, these ice caps don't exist.
Don't exist. Yeah.
Whoa,
The leftovers from the ice age. But no, it's global warming.
fuck.
They're melting. It's not. It's bullshit. You believe in global warming?
Oh, I think it's happening. Like, I fully believe it is happening.
Do you believe it's happening the way that it's being publicised, Al Gore style, whereby it's us that's causing this, or do you think it's the planet as a natural cycle?
I think we're contributing to it like a hell of a lot, because if you think about it, yes, the planet can get itself out of a lot of shit, as we've seen in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But think about how long the industrial age has been going. It's only been going a few hundred years, and the amount of shit we've put in the atmosphere since then, and the planet's starting to. Yes, this has happened before, but not to the extent that it's happening now. I've watched a lot of stuff on this, and I do think that we're going to get to a point where it's going to be irreversible soon. Like,
Really?
oh, I think so. That's my personal opinion, anyway.
Unless we adapt fusion technology.
Well, that would be the answer. For the meantime, I think we should stop all the fossil fuel stuff and just switch to nuclear energy. That's my personal opinion. And then the long-term effects of nuclear energy would be a lot less worse than all this.
One word: Fukushima.
Yes, then you've got the problem of if something happens,
We're fucked.
well, you're fucked. Look at Fukushima.
Yeah, but right, Fukushima.
Located in a stupid spot.
Yeah,
Right next
right.
to the fucking.
Well, yes,
I
located in a stupid spot, right? But how many people suffered from that? Did anyone suffer in Europe? Did anyone suffer in America?
No, but people are the effects from the fallout are starting to
So let's
cross the Pacific.
Yeah, okay.
To go.
Fine, I understand, right? And yes, maybe even if a few thousand people die, right? But if we keep using carbon fuels, right, and the whole planet is fucked, what are 7 billion people going to fucking do, like? Consider it compared to a few thousand. If a few thousand people every, I don't know, when was the last big one? Chernobyl?
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
70s was it?
30? Yes, so 34 years ago.
Yeah, so every 30 years, 10,000 people suffer. Whether it's in England, whether it's in America, whether it's Russia, everywhere.
Isn't that land fucked for like hundreds?
Yeah.
So it is, but
But there's loads of land.
but can you? But it's not just that. It's like until we sort the fucking shit out with fusion technology, we might as well switch to nuclear, because that's the only way that we're not going to stop. We're going to stop burning fossil fuels and fucking the ozone layer up.
Plus, to just point out that Ryan does genuinely work in the oil industry.
Yeah, I do. But
He fucking hates it.
Aye.
But you're
Fossil
burning
bloody fuel twats.
You're burning shit. You're burning we're still burning coal, man. We're still burning coal in power stations and stuff, man.
Yeah.
How fucking old school is that? What the fuck we doing?
Lifestyle.
What are we doing? Seriously?
Lifestyle.
I mean, there's loads of coal left as well. Like in Durham, Durham coal mine. I mean, that goes out like miles under the sea, you know.
Does
The Durham, I don't know if they call it Durham Colliery or whatever. But when Thatcher called it a day.
Asshole.
Yeah, she. I'm not going to get into that.
Do you like Thatcher?
No, well,
Yeah,
I'm not.
does. He blatantly fancies them.
I think this guy works for the Illuminati.
He does, doesn't he?
This motherfucker.
Just I think a lot of people have heard the wrong things about Thatcher, but I'm not going to get into Thatcher anyway. But
Was Thatcher a lesbian?
of course,
Yeah, I thought so.
I think she's something like John Major off. No, I'm joking. That's a joke. So God rest her soul.
That guy had
It's horrible. Anyway, but there's loads of coal left in there. But we need to stop this fossil fuel shit, man. Need to go to nuclear then.
So how many nuclear? I don't expect you to know the answer to this, but we do. Wow.
I've
How
got
many
no idea.
How many nuclear power plants would it
I know
take
there's
to
one in-
fuel Britain?
To fuel
Like
Britain.
hundreds.
I'm not sure it would be hundreds. I don't know.
Like scores. Tens.
I suppose 30, 40. I don't know. I've got no
I
idea.
don't know why.
Totally
I was
honest with
expect
you.
right to know absolutely everything.
Well, think of how many power stations there is now. There can't be that many power stations fueling us. Well,
How many's in this country? We've got 2.
or nuclear ones?
There's one in Cumbria, isn't there?
Yeah, Sellafields. Yeah,
Sellafield.
My dad's worked there.
The one in Scotland,
I think there's one in Scotland as
near
well.
Aberdeen.
Maybe. I don't know, but I'm just saying that's the short term.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that for the next. We'll probably not even do that for the next 30 years. But fusion needs to fucking sort its life out and get going. Do you know what I mean? People need to start. That's the future. But if we want to stop this fossil fuel shit and global warming, we need to concentrate on this.
Mm-hmm.
We've got nuclear boxed off. In the meantime, there hasn't been an accident since Fukushima. But
that was
right on
quick.
that was stupid.
How does
That was
this?
Godzilla.
How does this?
That was
This
Godzilla.
fusion technology differ from nuclear technology as it exists at the minute?
Well, when you're using when it's fission technology, like fission, it's everything's radioactive.
So
it's-
that's what we use now. That's
yeah,
our nuclear power plants
yeah,
now use fission, but
yeah.
this is
this is just like
Yeah.
there's no radioactivity involved. So like, and the burning of the burning of it, sort of the fusion itself doesn't give off any
Yeah, the
sort of
reaction.
byproduct.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Nothing that's harmful to the atmosphere anyway. Do you know what I mean? So if imagine if cars just like pumped out fucking water vapor. Can you imagine that? I mean, the electric cars are getting great now. There's some fantastic electric cars out there. Norway is full of Teslas.
Is it?
Oh, honestly, and they're fucking beautiful as well. The cars, they look fantastic. And they're like, it's 0 to 60 in like fucking. Someone will probably quote as 5 seconds or something stupid like that. Honestly, it's really.
Do you know what I've
fast.
heard the turn off is for electric cars? The sound, because it doesn't have.
It just got no sound at all.
That it doesn't have that car
You
sound.
don't even know when a
growl.
Tesla's creeping up on you. You'll be like, fucking hell, there's a car. When you're crossing the road, or something.
There's some company out there that's. I've seen this on a TV show. They've like installed the sounds of engines into these electric cars, so you feel like you're in a proper car because the sound comes through the speaker system.
oh,
Right, okay.
I think it's a type. I think it's a BMW or something. You choose the different types
That's a
of
bit
like, engine
sad,
sounds.
isn't it, really?
That is pretty sad. We
I
had
don't
a,
know why you do that.
or you just had a fucking CD with like different engines, different tracks.
Just go and buy a Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, this guy had a Mustang in Norway the other day. It was fucking beautiful.
I'll tell you which car I like. The first Transformers film, Bumblebee. What sort of car is that, man?
Oh, Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, they're
Yeah.
nice. American muscle car Chevrolet.
Yeah. They're nice, actually.
Yeah, nice
yeah.
car. I'm not a car person, but it's canny.
You like your little
Does it
VW?
come with Megan Fox? I don't know.
Another shot, Dave. So yeah, but the main thing, really, about fusion technology, I think, is space travel.
Oh, he's back
Oh,
in space.
yes.
You see, he loves space.
Space travel, guys.
Here we go. Yeah.
Love it.
Strap yourselves in, guys. We're going to space.
We're going for a ride. No, but if we get like sustainable energy and stuff like that, then and we can get fusion engines, proper fusion engines, then we could really go to the stars. Like, I mean, because think about it, just traveling through space, just with like sort of, for want of a better word, nets, and just capturing your fuel out of water vapor just from space itself.
Unlimited fuel.
Unlimited fuel.
Amazing.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you get a really good fusion engine going, and you are using literally tiny little pellets of water for like, I don't know, every sort of however many million miles or whatever. Can you imagine how much you'd need next to nothing? Because they use, in spaceships now, I mean, they use something daft like, I don't know, 30 tons worth of solid fuel. You know, the fuel's actually solid, not
Really?
like water fuel. Yeah, because apparently you can pack more, you know, something like that. And that's just to get out of the fucking atmosphere
Yeah.
of the Earth.
That's what
So
uses
if you-
the most, isn't
So
it?
think about it. You build a base on the moon. It's got water around the moon as well. It's all frozen. Because when the crash landed, when they crashed something in the... Can you remember this crash of spacecraft into the moon? On purpose?
No?
Yeah, they did that not too long ago. And out came... They tested the I don't know, the bits and pieces, and there's ice in there.
Whoa.
So you put a base on the moon, you collect enough ice, you've got a base on the moon with no atmosphere, use a lot less fuel to get out of there, go from there. Sky's the limit type of thing.
So, there's a bit of a tangent, but say if you had like a shuttle that's going, it's burned this fuel and boom, it's heading at however many thousand miles an hour. Does it just keep travelling at that speed? Because like
Unless you stop it, yeah, because there's just nothing holding you back, is it? Unless it gets caught in a gravitational.
Yeah. So would it, like in theory, if it never like got caught up in one of these like at the gravity of like a planet or a star, anything, would it in theory travel forever at that exact speed, or would it slow down?
Voyager 1, still going.
Yeah.
Just left us. Just technically, I think they're saying it had left the solar system, or it's leaving the solar system and going into the Oort cloud. That's got no fuel. It's just traveling. It's just going.
And it's not slowing down at any rate,
Nah,
or
it's going. It's the fastest man-made thing ever.
how fast is it actually travelling?
Google it, Dave. I'm sure it's something like 20,000 miles an hour or something daft like that. How fast is Voyager 1 travelling? I've got no idea, but it's some crazy speed. But yeah, you could with fusion technology. I mean, if you've built a fusion reactor on something like
38,000 miles an hour.
there you go.
Nice.
That is pretty fucking fast. But even that, to get the fucking like Alpha
just-
Centauri,
it's
the
not-
closest star system, you fucking take how long? Years and years, man. Ages. You just wouldn't. It's just not worth thinking
how big
about.
space is.
It's
like,
annoying,
it's
isn't it?
so annoying.
It's
Think
so
about
vast.
it. Think about this. This is how crazy it is, right? Light travels right at 186,000 miles a second, or is it 670 million miles an hour? I think that's what it works out at. Yeah, right. So in a year, right? So in an hour it travels 670 million miles, right? So that's more than you could ever fucking comprehend in your whole life, anyway, right? And that's what it travels in an hour. And the closest star is 4.5 light years away. So
It's a tall.
in years, at light speed, you're gonna have to take 4.5 years to get there. It's just an incomprehensible distance, man. It's fucking crazy. And like we're on about like terraform other planets and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So at the minute we're stuck to the solar system. Like Mars is the furthest we'll fucking get, or I'm not talking about Titan or whatever. Jupiter, but it'll still take you about fucking 30 years to get to Jupiter or something.
So
Just fucking stupid. Saturn.
they're talking about terraforming. They're on about doing that whilst we destroy our own planet.
Yeah, whilst because they know, a lot of them know, well, fuck this planet. Like,
Yeah.
come on, before humans were here, the
We've
planet
just-
was getting along just fine, wasn't it?
We've destroyed so many
And the industrial
species and
age has just
habitat.
completely fucked it up.
Yeah.
Look at all the fucking animals that are going extinct. That have gone extinct. And we're still here like a fucking virus.
Through
spreading all
human
over it. It's
ignorance, isn't it?
disgusting.
We're like a virus on the planet.
What it's like on the Matrix when Mr. Smith says he goes
Yeah.
the human race is a virus. You just populate one place, use all the natural resources, and then move on.
Yeah.
That's the only other thing that works like that is a virus.
Yeah.
It's horrible to say, but it's true. If you think about it like that, and that one's always stuck with me. Like,
See, but that's not like the only thing against that is that not everybody is actually like that.
not everyone is.
Like,
but
and it makes me
As
feel
a
like,
mass.
yeah, it makes me feel like the race, is sort of like in its infancy. It's all about me. Like a baby is all like, all right, the world is here for me.
But I
feel
suppose,
like
yeah.
the human race is still sort of like in its infancy.
Well, it is really.
And then if it through psychedelics can reach higher levels of thought and whatnot, then maybe we can use fusion
Well, think
to progress and actually be a bit more like responsible and shit.
I think if you split the whole age of the universe, 13.8 billion years, right? Used to be 13.7. Now they've worked it out better. But the human race has only been around for 1 second. if you split it into if you split the 13.8 billion years into 13 years in a more manageable amount, the human race has only been around for 1 second of that 13 years.
Yeah, we've been on the planet for a second out of 13 years, and yet we've caused a shit ton
We've
of
caused
damage in
more
a tiny amount of
fucking
time.
shit than any other thing ever.
Yeah.
Apart from that asteroid.
I was going to say
Right out of
asteroids
dinosaurs,
are wank as an owl.
Yeah. But at least they're not conscious.
Is it?
they didn't know what they're doing.
Is it proven that?
Probably didn't know.
Is it proven that an asteroid wiped the dinosaurs out?
So they say, but there's loads of different theories. But I think that's the most common, or asteroid or a comet or something like that, around the.
Did that hit the Yucatan Peninsula?
Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, yeah. That's what it said.
Is that
Meets a hellish crater, that mate.
Has it got the capability to wipe out an entire species of creature whilst they survive though?
Well, the little. That's what we evolved from. The little mammals that could hide underground and stuff. They kind of survived, but the big animals that you're talking dinosaurs that are really really tall.
Right, we're talking about
Titanosaur, Dreadnoughtus.
Yeah.
They're all up in the. They're a lot higher than us. Do you know what I mean? So the higher you go up, the less oxygen there is, and I suppose more polluted it would have been because there would have been massive eruptions. There would have been all them super volcanoes would have erupted and everything, man. It would have just covered the earth and shit. Everything would have went on. Tsunamis, the lot. So you think about all them dinosaurs which lived on the coast, feeding off the greenery around there. They were all just fucking died off the tsunamis. They wouldn't have fucking know what was coming with
That would be the scariest shit encounter. That the planet trying to fuck you over. As opposed to people coming and weapons and that. Imagine a fucking wave a mile high.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. You'd be like, fuck. That'd be absolutely terrifying.
Phil, we're on the coast. Stop scaring us.
I'm buying a house by the coast, man. It overlooks the caravan park,
Good view of that tsunami coming in there.
So that's
terrifying. Yeah, scary.
Terrifying and terraforming.
Terraforming. So I remember this on there was a TV series that was on years ago. It must have been on around about 2001 when I was in school. It was on a Sunday night. It was a 10-part series. I think it was just called Space or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the last episode of that was about the idea of aliens and the idea of terraforming. And I thought, oh my god, in a few years, in my little naive head, I was thinking, 10 years?
We'll be living on Mars.
We'll be living on Mars, my God. Here we are all these years later and we're nowhere near, but we're still talking about it.
The good thing is they have actually, NASA, because America, the USA aren't pumping any money into it. NASA was sort of the kingpin of all this age. There's loads of private people going into it now, so they're just saying, well, fuck you, because you're government run. We'll just invest our own money and we'll do it. Like SpaceX, they're a good company. They were actually looking for people as what I'd do, an NDT. Really? I was thinking, that'd be fucking mint. Working on spaceships and shit. So maybe they'll ask us to go. My naive little head, I'm fucking 27.
So what would be the plan? Would that be would they send biological matter up there that would take in whatever, say the CO2 and then breathe out oxygen?
I think what the plan to do was make domes, right? Put loads of trees in the domes, right? And pump out oxygen into the atmosphere. So it would take years and years and years, and you'd have to have loads of these domes to create an atmosphere. Because Mars has got a really thin atmosphere because it hasn't got a molten core, so it hasn't got we've got a magnetosphere around us, the Earth. The molten core in the Earth creates this magnetical sphere, shield around us and protects us from solar flares and crap like that, and Mars hasn't got that, and that's why it's got such a thin atmosphere, because most of it's kind of blown away, and also the fact that it's smaller and it hasn't got as much gravity as the Earth, so the gravity is weaker, so a lot of the atmosphere doesn't cling to Mars.
Even if we did manufacture this atmosphere in Mars that sort of resemble ours, what about the fact that it wouldn't have that magnetic field? Would that not totally shaft us? If people just
probably
take spacesuits up and
because it would just end up disappearing. You couldn't just do it and then just say, oh yeah, we're done, cheers. We'd have to keep going and going and going and just keep constantly pumping this oxygen from the trees out. So photosynthesis, unless the technology gets really good, where this is my theory anyway, or what I think we should do, and I haven't saw this on any programs before. I think we should reignite the core of Mars
wow.
and create a magnetic field. I think it could be done.
Like the film The Core.
Yeah, cool.
So how would they do that? Create an explosion in the
Well,
center
yes.
of the planet?
I mean, I don't know how they would do it. Whether they would put something down where they would heat the core up to more melting point, or I don't know, put a fusion reactor in there. Or something. I've got no idea, but that's just my theory. Anyway, I'm sure someone knows how to do it.
Doesn't Mars have the properties similar to a desert on this planet in terms of the fact that the nights are bitterly cold, and then the days are like
hot, yeah,
ridiculously warm?
It's pretty much so. You'd have to have, if you are, I mean, you'd have to have be undercover constantly if you wanted to go outside at wear space. It's a lot like what the hell's that film with
Total Recall.
Total Recall, yeah, when they go on Mars and they're in those massive domes. That's what it'd have to be like.
You seen the end of that film where his eyes are starting to bulge out? He said, "Ah!"
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it up because it's fucking.
Just
it's
to bring
ridiculous.
it back to titties, isn't there like some chick with 3 tits in that?
Aye, there is.
What about that chick?
This week that's had a third tit done.
Yeah.
Shout out to that crazy bitch.
What? Someone's had 3 tits
Oh,
done?
ain't you in the loop, right? Yeah,
I'm not in the
someone
loop.
supposedly had some extra tit grafted onto her chest
What the fuck for?
to get her own reality show.
What?
Supposedly, that's the claim.
It's worse than that idiot who was going to sell a fucking birth to fucking pound
Let's
stretchers or
not talk.
something.
No, let's not talk about it.
I'm fucking telling you, mate, at the Poundland, she was going to sell her birth DVDs to like the Poundland or something. She's an absolute fucking arsehole.
I know who you mean. It's not.
Josh is going to go
Josh is
crazy
fucking
because
Josh is
he
kicking
thinks
off.
she's an absolute cock, and I don't remember her name.
That's good.
And
That's
he's gonna go
that
mental.
discredits some more, doesn't it?
He's going to be. It's just. She's an ugly fat tramp as
It's
well.
awful.
And Josh is going. I bet you Josh is going crazy now. Listen to this. Go crazy, Josh. Go crazy.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh. Go crazy. Go on. Go crazy.
There she is with a
Check out
third.
those 3 titties.
Oh my god! What the fuck is wrong with her?
And
So
the guy-
what's the tit made of?
Well, it's some shit from her abdomen.
So she was
But
fat.
the-
She
the
took off her
couldn't-
belly and put it on her chest.
They couldn't make a nipple supposedly, so she's had to have like a nip tattooed, just to give it like a bit continuity.
Just to make her sound less
What
of
the
a
fuck is?
cunt. Her name's Jasmine Tridevil.
So it's 3 devils, mate.
3
Jasmine
fucking devils.
Try Devil. Oh, 3 tits. Try. What a dick.
Oh right, I didn't even fucking equate
Yeah.
a try
What?
with 3 tits.
But she's still proud of the apparent triple nipple. Wow.
I hate to tell you, honey, but there's only 2 nipples in one fucking tattoo.
Oh,
What
she's
a
put a Facebook status on saying, "So, I'm flying to New York to appear on the Inside Edition show this Monday. Then going to be on the news, Jimmy Kimmel's show and Vice magazine. Owned a few radio
Jimmy
shows."
Kimmel, I liked you. You were going downhill getting 3 tits on.
But she'll be forgotten about like
She's an absolute
by the end
cunt.
of the week.
I'm sorry, but she's an absolute cunt.
What kind of
She reckons as well
arsehole would do that?
that she did that partly to turn men off.
Oh no, come on.
I mean,
Come on.
I kind of feel like I'd probably be turned on. I'd just bring a foot into place so I could just squeeze all through at once.
I'm just going to get a third hand grafted on the base.
Yeah. Total
What a
Recall.
fucking
Here we
arsehole.
go.
Get it.
Now this film.
Lamau.
Oh, it's,
Oh, it's
recorded off the
really
TV.
bad, that.
Kind of moronic.
Would that really happen on Mars? I don't even
God
know.
knows.
Your eyes wouldn't explode, you know. It's that one, look. That one's a better one. The top 10. Oh, it's a top 10 villain death.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But that wouldn't even happen on Mars, would it? It's just carbon dioxide. The atmosphere. You just choke to death, and that'll be it.
What would happen in a vacuum if you like just shed your spacesuit? If you're in a vacuum and you just went like, would any bulging shit happen?
Apparently, the nitrogen in your blood evaporates, so your blood effectively boils.
Oh, Jesus.
But you can survive, right? If you are given oxygen quick enough in space, like within, I think you can last for up to something like a minute and a half. I'm not even joking. This was on TV. This on one of them shows.
That long?
Yeah. If you were given oxygen within like a minute and a half and got you in and wrapped you up and stuff like that, you would actually survive it. That's what they said.
Have you seen that film Gravity?
I haven't seen it yet. Nah.
Should check that. It's pretty good.
Well, I know what happens in it. Spoiler alert. I know that she makes it to the Chinese space station in the end or something like that.
Yeah, she does.
And like I can't see that happening really, but I mean, it's just all about the visual shit, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really?
it is sexy.
Yeah.
I see it though.
Nah.
Sandra Bullock.
I've never enjoyed Sandra Bullock's presence.
I like Sandra
I used to
Bullock.
fancy her, mate, but now
When she was in
she's
Speed.
old now.
When she was in Speed, yeah. Funny enough, me and my lass were just talking about this last night. She was saying, like, oh, my dad really likes Sandra Bullock. And I said, I used to really fancy her when she was in Speed with Keanu Reeves. What a film that was, by the way.
It was a great film.
Yeah, I used to fancy Keanu Reeves.
And now I look like him.
He's never changed.
No, he still can't act.
Am I getting
Bless him.
wrong?
No, I was getting a text.
Oh, I've got 2 texts of Joanne.
Oh.
When you coming home?
Oh, he's podcasting.
Oh,
He's podcasting.
under the thumb. Mm-hmm. Should I just text her back while I'm on air?
Just do it. Just
I'm
do
just gonna
it.
text her back.
I'd be scared shitless about going to space. The whole idea of going up there, what if something went wrong?
Oh, mate, I'm the
Terrifying.
complete fucking opposite. I would fucking love to go into space.
Yeah?
Oh, that is my, like, that. It actually, when I start thinking about it, I actually get like a sinking feeling, knowing that I'm never ever going to be able to do it.
Well, today's your lucky day, Ryan. You've got tickets to Space World Dancer.
I've really won. I'm looking around for the cameras. I'm on TV.
That chick with the 3 tits just walks up. Loser.
Jasmine Tri-Devil.
Jasmine Tri-Devil.
Here's
your tickets. He has me tits as well. There's 3 of them. What an arsehole.
I can't believe she did that.
Yeah.
It's,
Like, begs the question, did you?
People will sink to ridiculous lows just to get that 15 minutes of
They
fame.
just need
It's
love.
insane.
It's not natural.
No, it's not.
To be famous. It's not. I don't think it's good for your emotional fucking health.
Well, I mean, come on, look at the celebrities that have,
They're all
flown off the handle. Yeah.
Humans aren't meant to be worshipped by other humans.
No.
That's not part of the development.
What about the likes of like Kanye West, who's got a head bigger than the fucking moon? Did you see what he did at his recent gig?
Even the president called him a jackass.
Did you see what he did at his recent gig though? He was telling everybody to get up, and then there was a couple in the audience that weren't getting up. You know why they weren't getting up?
Why?
They were in wheelchairs.
Oh.
But he was giving them abuse, and he told his bodyguards to go down and get them up. And then he realised they were in wheelchairs.
What a fucking...
Unbelievable. He's an absolute cunt. He is. He's just...
I
mean, he's banging Kim Kardashian, who's got fabulous breasts. But that's by the by.
Titty alert.
Yeah,
but you
two
know
guys,
what
one garage talking about tits again, sorry.
You know what it is though? She is so fucking annoying and weird.
Yes, she is.
The tits would just lose their...
My lass watches the Keeping Up with the Kardashians all the time.
no.
I fucking
I
despise
just
it.
love
Like,
watching shit stuff like that, innit?
Yeah, my mum.
Like intelligent girls, you're like, how are you getting any enjoyment out of watching these arseholes arguing with each other?
Yeah, my mum watches like the Desperate Housewives,
Yeah.
Real Desperate Housewives of Orange County and New York
Just a lot
City.
of dumb cunts sitting around, and they're all fucking unhappy. Because
Just-
they're all bitching about each other.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, man, you've got more money than fucking some people have seen in their entire lives. You get it every fucking month, and you're still fucking complaining
Take it
with
for
your
granted.
stupid plastic face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So annoying.
Fraser Crane's fucking wife and all that. Mm-hmm. Kelsey Grammer, isn't it? What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And she said to me, she was so horrible to me at the wine tasting we had. So fuck, man.
Yeah.
Fucking get a real job, you cunt. Sorry, I just went off on one there.
I like...
It's like the likes of Jeremy Kyle. We've got Sky TV.
Oh my
We've
God.
got 900 channels. We've got the documentary channels. You can watch what you want, inform yourself. I come in, she's watching Jeremy Kyle, the scum of the
There
earth,
was a
straight down
guy-
the barrel on TV.
There was a guy, right, on there the day, and...
Hang on a minute. Whoa. Whoa, you were watching it?
What? Well, who do you think was watching
Phil,
it?
kindly escort this guy out the garage.
Who do you think was watching it? Joanne and our shit again. Oh,
It's
she's getting
unbelievable.
some abuse on this
So come on,
podcast,
tell us what the crack was.
The guy, his son had stole some gold out of his safe, and then another person was... Listen to this.
From Fort Knox?
Another person, right? she got pregnant she apparently got pregnant with her boyfriend, but then she got an STD while she was pregnant, and then the baby came out ginger,
Nothing worse.
which was just
That's a shitty STD.
nothing like the fucking guy who she was with, but she'd apparently slept with this other guy around at the same time who was like Carrot Top. So obviously she'd went with this other guy who gave her an STD and got her pregnant at the same time or something. I didn't know. I wasn't fucking watching it. I just took one look at the caption on the bottom and thought, this is not for me. Like,
Yeah, I'm out. I'll be upstairs.
Oh.
Jacking off to it.
pulling my todger. No,
You know, it just amazes us that people will that idolise this idea of becoming a celebrity, and they'll love the idea of this fame, and they'll cling to people who are nobodies in real life, like people like this that NHS boob job last year I was talking about before, the likes of the Geordie Shore morons, they just look to them as role models and you think, whoa, take a step back.
If that's the role models
Smells like shit.
of this generation,
We're
then I
fucked.
fucking really worry about what this planet's going to be like in the fucking next 20 years, because we are absolutely fucked. If those are the fucking people that everyone looks up to now and thinks, I just want to be like Geoff, Johnny Shaw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What a fucking bunch of dicks.
Absolute arseholes.
And was I like that like 15 years ago? Was I like that? Seriously, that's what I think sometimes. I think, surely
I mean,
surely I'm
there's
not like
always
that.
been things like that.
Sponsored by Gaviscon, by the way.
There's always been things like that in terms of there's always been hacks on TV, but not to the point it's at now where it's everywhere.
It's just full of reality shit, isn't it?
That's why.
Listen to us talking about fusion technology, and now we're going to rant about fucking putting the world to rights.
That's two guys, one garage.
Hey, go
I
on.
know, it's fucking. I mean, look at the music. I think that's a perfect example as well. You look at the music from, I don't know. Let's go from the '60s, and you scan through the ages or through the decades and that, and see where we're at. And look at what we're at now.
One
and you've got
Direction,
like
man.
the music now
Bigger
is
than the
just
Beatles, apparently. One
What?
Direction, bigger than
Insane.
the Beatles. That's what they reckon. Load of crap.
overproduced. Naff shit.
No, they right.
No
Bollocks.
Wait, did you know there's like a chemical? Oh no, not a chemical. Fucking chemical. There's I'm an alchemist.
Like it used to kill these guys.
There's like a formula and a recipe that these music producers make in such a way that they can structure songs, right, that they know are going to sell. Because of this formula, the way the beat is and things.
Yeah, I can well imagine that.
Very,
Yeah.
very same.
Because they all sound the fucking same,
Yeah.
don't they? Like, is that not the same as the last song? Though?
Yeah, the lyrical content's generally the same as well. It's they like
the
nightclubs
rhythm as
and,
well and the
like
structure
how
of the
fuckable I
song.
am, and it's just
It's attracted to young girls and that, isn't it? Like, they're like,
Oh, they love
One
it.
Direction will be.
Love it.
"Oh my
But it's
God,
not just
so
One
dreamy,
Direction.
That,
It's
that Harry is so dreamy.
it's loads of things. I
He's a
mean,
curly-headed dick, man.
he's a little fucking arsehole, isn't he? If it's the one I'm thinking of.
The curly-headed fucking dick.
Yeah.
If you're listening, mate, I want to punch you straight between your eyes.
Yeah, don't come to the garage, mate. You're fucking gonna get set about, mate.
Set up balls.
By three guys in a garage.
Big three guys in a garage. Ripped.
ripped. Stick 'em.
Put on the stick.
I love that. I love that saying. That started in. Did that start in York on the Stag Do?
Stick 'em.
Stick 'em, Phil. Nobody was stuck that night.
I'll just put you
Just-
right there. No one was stuck that night.
Disclaimer:
That
nobody was
just
stuck, but it was funny at the time.
There was no sticking in the making of this podcast.
Stick 'em. Aye, but the world's fucked. The fuel situation needs sorted out desperately, and somebody needs to sort out that fucking music
Aye, music, yeah.
because it's really bad. Really, really fucking bad. Yeah.
We've just depressed the shit out of
Well,
us.
I know.
feel-
I was all well up like terraforming, yeah, fusion technology and that, and now we're talking about fucking One Direction and how shit the world's gone.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like,
hang on
that's
a
what
minute.
we're trying to save.
It was all since Joanne texted us.
Ugh.
It was all since
Threw
then.
off.
It went all downhill from there. I'm gonna ring her.
So, going back to what we were saying before about the idea of like global warming and the ice caps melting, going back into the deep shit now. Right. What about the idea of
What, leaving One Direction and all them dickheads here while we fuck off?
well, we go underwater? Could we live underwater? In terms of obviously buildings underwater.
Well, maybe it's not just underwater, but there's talk about just digging underground.
Wow.
And like having plants down there and stuff. I've seen this. I think it was a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing actually. Digging underground. Oh no, it was in one of the Focus books, man. Focus magazines. Digging underground and having mirrors, which like made it totally light inside, and having plants in and everything, which obviously created oxygen and stuff like that. And you could have whole cities underground and make like just make it, because obviously there's lots of things like. What happens if it got blocked off and you got stuck in there, or if there was a big illness? But the worked it in such a way that there was loads of ventilation and stuff like that, and like mirrors coming down so it could make a feeling of more space and all that sort of
So,
stuff.
what was the reason? Like,
It was just like, if we fuck the planet, could we
right,
do something else type of thing. I suppose it goes in line with the terraforming thing on other planets. It's a bit of an easier option to just dig, basically. Or it's overpopulation that we're talking about as well, because I mean, they reckon in the next 20 years there's going to be another billion people on this planet.
My god.
Another
Whoa.
billion people, man. Can you imagine that?
Have you seen the footage of them?
It's fucking crazy.
The people in France trying to get into this country,
Climbing over the fences.
climbing over
and
the
stuff,
fences,
man.
jumping into the back of wagons while
They're not interested in France. They're not from France.
No, they're just using
They're
that
just
as a
using
gateway.
Calais as like a place to get in. Because the one, as soon as they come to England, it's just like, yeah, have a house.
It's yours. Take it. Here's the keys. It's amazing, isn't
The
it?
keys
What
are
are
just
the,
there for the houses.
what are the
You know?
things? What are the things over here? I think the streets are paved with gold and
It's just one of them things. It's like, because we're part of the EU and we've signed this treaty, like, not a treaty, but like we've signed this thing to say that, yeah, we'll accept people because we're nice and shit like that. I mean, I just saw this thing, right? The whole of the UK, right, including Ireland, right, could fit, it's just smaller than the state of Michigan, right? And we've got like, there's 320 million people in America, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's like fucking 70 million people in the UK. And like, we fit in a Michigan
yeah.
out of 52. I mean, we'd fit 3 of us in Texas. You know what I mean? Or rough England. And how overpopulated are we?
Yeah. We're gonna sink.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
It is.
The worst thing would be those those mega cities though, like Mexico City or like Tokyo or something like that.
I know.
Imagine living there, where just there's so many people that
They just build up, don't
nobody
they?
gives build up.
Just build up.
And it gets to the point where nobody gives a shit about anyone.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Like
all the
the
future...
baby in the road. Remember that?
Oh God, that
got
video was
fucking run
awful.
over.
A baby?
Yeah,
Baby
it was like a toddler. Yeah.
just in the road, and then it got run over,
And no one was bothered?
and yeah,
It was
then
fucking
run over.
disgusting.
One of the most insane
It got,
fucking things I've ever
this toddler got run over by a van, and I think you ended up reversing back
Yeah.
over the baby. It was fucking disgusting. I think the baby survived.
Fuck off, honestly.
Living out with that.
Did not
Nah,
survive.
sure,
I don't want to look at the
sure
video
it
because
is,
it's
bro.
fucking.
No, I'm not
disgusting,
fucking
like.
looking at that. I'm not fuck.
Yeah, I think it definitely died. Like,
Yeah,
especially when
People
I
are
got,
just-
Run over, if I got run over by a van, I'm dead. Like, I'm
but the people are just looking, man. They just didn't he have a look?
What
Did he
is
look out his
fucking
window or
wrong-
look out at something? He
What
just,
is wrong with people, man? What is wrong with people in this
Man.
world? This is what's fucking wrong with the world, man.
scary shit, isn't it?
well, it's just like this fucking.
We need.
yes,
I
they're
tell you what
butchering
we
people.
need. I tell you what we need. We need a fucking pandemic, right? Just to wipe out fucking 50% of the fucking planet and just start again.
But not
Hopefully-
here in time, Mal.
Hopefully, most of the fucking dicks will get wiped out and we'll just start again, man. This world is fucked, man.
But then, what template do we work on to?
Exactly.
To
If
avoid
all
that
the cocks are still here, then because it will be. It'll be all the innocent people who, just do like the average just working day Joes. They all fucking die, and it'll be all the fucking daft cunts and the fucking
Yeah.
up above.
Yeah.
They'll
Tell you
all-
what's scary shit when you talk like pandemic, the whole like Ebola thing, and just like viruses in general. Because I was I'm not going to deal, but I was in the hospital today, and I was thinking, when you're looking at all the ill people and shit, I was like, God, I could easily contract something here if someone
Yeah.
had like a highly contagious disease. And then I was thinking, and then I fucking got like come here tonight, said breathing around all yous. And like,
Cheers, man.
and then you was gone back to your homes and start giving. And I was thinking, fuck.
Because of like planes and stuff like that, you could have a virus that starts in Australia and like 12 hours later it's in the UK or America, and then all of a sudden if one of them people goes home to their family and then they get a flight the next day, like it's all over the world within like a week.
It makes me like surprised that it hasn't happened on a larger scale already.
Give it time. It will happen.
Do you know
There
what I
will
mean?
be something comes
I'm
up.
kind of surprised that Ebola hasn't already wiped out everyone on the planet.
Walking Dead style.
Yeah.
Where have you been following Infowars lately? Apparently, they're putting into effect kind of like zombie sort of training.
It's something. There's something in the Constitution in America that they've set up this law, right? That if people from the public put in a suggestion, like and they've got to like be seen to do something
Be
about it.
acting
So
on
be acting on it. So what someone's done is they've actually put in they want to plan for the zombie apocalypse, and America have had to actually go have a look at it. Fucking actually put a plan in for if a zombie apocalypse happens. That's genuinely what's happened there.
Do you know what's totally insane about this Ebola thing, which is kind of going off that? The fact that they're shipping people that's got Ebola here, there, and everywhere
What, for like treatment?
for treatment. Contain them, treat them there. Stop bringing them
Do you
about.
not see what the fucking
Scary
there was a guy there, right, who actually escaped from the facility and was just walking about market. had Ebola and was walking about the
Yeah.
market, and there was people going, "Enemy, you fucking dick, what are you doing?" The people turning with hazmat suits, right, and just had to restrain him and get him in a van because he had Ebola and he was walking about a marketplace picking up fruit and stuff.
Yeah, he's probably like sat there for like
Just-
2 hours in quarantine.
Just-
yeah, fuck this. This is boring as hell.
Just, like, in a bed, just like, so what? I've got Ebola. I'm not bothered. Just fucking let us out, man. Coronation Street, son. But you started walking about. I saw a video of it. It was crazy. Idiot.
Some people.
Idiot.
Absolute
The best
idiot.
insult in the world.
Well, it is.
Idiot.
He's just an idiot.
Oh, you idiot! You idiot!
Bloody idiot.
Bloody
No, I'm not in the good books.
Oh.
Nope, that's it.
Seen that one.
Oh,
Seen
fuck,
that text
that
there.
That's it.
I'll just read it out to you.
That's a wrap.
I'm going to bed.
That's
My
okay.
girlfriend says.
With another man.
Yeah.
I hope not. I'm getting married soon, man. The day before we fly.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
I'm in bed with another man.
Can I watch?
I
Record
record it.
Oh, this garage is just perverted.
It is. It's a filth den. So get used to it. We're doing a Halloween special in a few weeks' time. You got any?
Really?
If you know anybody that has any stories,
Oh, creepy stories.
yeah.
All right.
If you let me know, or we'll record something with you to put into that.
I wonder if Josh has got a few creepy stories.
That asshole. I know he's
bet.
listening. I know he's
He'll
listening.
be listening. Of course
He's
he will.
listening, Josh. I'm in your ears right now, bitch. So yeah, if anybody else that's listening to this, just like on the last one, I give a shout out towards this Halloween special. But if anybody has any scary stories,
I bet you Liam's got a few scary stories.
Liam,
Liam, aye? Your mate Liam?
your mate Liam.
My mate Liam.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course he sent the email, did he? Hi, Liam, by the way. Hello. Oh.
Yeah.
Hope the fusion shit and you enjoyed it.
So we've got that coming up. Me and Phil were on about a couple of weeks after I get back from Cyprus, from your wedding, sir,
My wedding.
about going to Chillingham Castle.
He's not the best man.
I'm not the best man. I'm the worst man.
He's the worst kind of man.
I am the worst kind of man. Captain Black. But we're on about going to Chillingham Castle and like
I would do that.
doing some recording up
I
there.
hope I'm here for it.
So
Because I'm going away like 2 days after I come back to
Oh.
work again. No, oil industry, oil and gas.
get the fusion on the go. We'll get it sorted. So shall we wrap this one and close it down?
Yeah,
I think it's been
otherwise
really good.
the wind might be off.
Might be off.
Because Ryan's getting some shit over here.
I know. I said I was going to be an hour and a half, and that was like at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll have to warm up.
It's 45 minutes later.
Well, thanks for being a fabulous guest as always, Ryan.
Oh, thank you for having us.
And we'll
as
get you back
usual.
soon. And
I'm sure you will.
next time I see
I was
you,
going to shake your hand as though everyone would see it. Yeah, I'm just shaking his hand right now. I tell you what, you should do a recording of one. If you had like the lightning here, you should. You know, like they do on Radio 1 where they record some the popular shows.
that's the plan eventually.
Ooh.
That's the
Two
plan.
Guys, One Garage TV.
Damn.
Oh,
Dot TV.
Dot TV.
That is the plan eventually.
All
you know.
right, that's good. That's good.
But
I'm just telling all your secrets on air.
oh my god, see you're exposing us. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah. So the next time I see you will be in sunny Cyprus for your
It will
wedding.
be. It's going to be 30 degrees on the day of the wedding day. So
Damn.
hope
Looking
you're wearing a
forward to it.
nice airy chino-ish suit type thing.
Nice
Shit.
leather jacket. I was thinking like, you know, I love a leather jacket.
No, chest out.
With a bike helmet.
Just
The
the
whole
full,
ceremony.
the full stig look,
Yeah.
like a fucking ass. Right. Well, Ryan, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Phil,
Had a great time.
beautiful as always. Incredible. And that beard's coming along splendid.
Oh, the beard's getting there, like, and once we get some of these videos up,
Yeah.
we're all going to be able to have a look at it.
Yeah. When it's a
Honestly,
nice big.
it's my Christmas beard.
It feels
keeps you warm.
nice.
You've
It
got to
feels
get
nice.
started on it early, and by the time the little baby Jesus comes back around, it's going to be an absolute hairy beast.
I remember the first time we discussed the idea of a podcast, and you had that huge beard.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much that again by the time it gets to Christmas.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to that, man.
Any final words, Ryan?
I like to be clean shaven.
We don't.
You should have seen the look these two lads just give me there. It was like, you aren't coming back. I'm not coming to your wedding. In fact, you're going to die. Just a sec. No, I like
Very
to be
true.
clean shaven, but no. That's just me.
I think you should rock the stubble. You know, you're not working in a sales role anymore, so just do what you can. While you're away, grow it. When you get back from the wedding,
It itches when I get
don't
to
care,
about...
moisturise.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Do you know what he really suits?
What?
Shades. Looks like a fucking boss in shades.
Wait till you see some pictures of holiday then. I'm in these shades
Oh,
and
yes, that's
me
just
shades in me waistcoat.
pure shades porn.
Nice.
Be like Reservoir Dogs, man. I've never worn shades in a suit before.
Oh, fuck. That is going to look absolutely brilliant.
It will look beautiful.
I'm going to take a selfie. I've got Instagram, by the way.
Yes, I know you have.
Have you seen it?
Did you see that picture I linked you in?
Oh, I don't know.
The old school picture of me and you.
How do I... Do I get on it? I don't know how to work social networking. I'm shit.
You are shit.
I
It's
am
really
shit.
basic.
Yeah, but I'm... You know me. I'm...
Do you know what I love it? Do you know what I love about when we shut these podcasts down? It takes about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I've been dying for a piss for like 20 minutes. Seriously.
Just piss on the floor, it's alright, man.
No, I think I've pissed me pants anyway.
Yeah.
I'm wearing grey as well. Shite.
So have you get Instagram up there?
Instagram. Yeah. My last text is like 10 minutes ago. Just going to bed and I'm still fucking about with Instagram. Where the fuck is this? I've said fuck loads of times on this podcast.
Whilst he's looking for that, I'm gonna plug the podcast. We're on SoundCloud, YouTube.
Oh yes, we listen to it. On that.
So if you find us SoundCloud, there's a lot. All of the podcasts from Dade Dot are on YouTube. Selective ones are on SoundCloud, and we're going to regularly post the fresh ones onto SoundCloud and iTunes. iTunes is a bit. iTunes has been a little bit cunty with Davey, and
well, you're on iTunes though, so that's the main.
That's the thing. We are on there, so that's where you can listen to the podcast. Those three websites. Well, those two websites and iTunes. So SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes. Follow us on Twitter. Picked up a few more Twitter followers. That's cool. Follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
Subscribe, everyone.
Subscribe on everything, you sexy motherfuckers. Click the thumbs up on YouTube. Like it if you're listening on iTunes.
Comment, man.
Review it. Comment on them on YouTube. Comment on them on SoundCloud. Even if you give them abuse, don't care. We'll take it in. It's alright.
Take the abuse.
So now I've plugged that. He's got Instagram up. Right.
So what do you want us to go on here?
Well, if you go on news.
Okay. Nature Northeast.
Well, I followed you there, but
All right. Okay.
see, I tagged in that picture, right? Old school picture of Ryan and David are right there.
Fucking hell! I look so. You look at Dave. Look. Looks like Brad Pitt.
He's so thin.
It does.
I mean, he's on fat now.
You call me fat boy.
He's a pretty damn thin right there. Right.
Wow.
Your fucking skull has changed shape over the years.
That's it. What does it change to? A bad skull.
Not just more.
I think you're pulling
More
one.
manly skull. A manly
Just
skull.
A thicker skull.
I think you're pulling that Alan Robson face there.
Yeah, ready? Okay. Shout out that big Alan Robson.
I tell you what, I'm gonna have to confess something on here, right? Someone from the Red Cross came to the door, right?
Yeah.
Asking for money. She went, you are over 25, aren't you? I went, I'm not actually. I'm only 24. And she went, oh, you're off the hook. I'm like 27.
Wow.
She blatantly looked at us and went, you're not fucking 24. My last went, you, past for 24. And I was like, well, yeah.
I got told today that I look younger than 26. And now, considering the amount of facial hair,
Did they say your grey hairs as well, Dave?
how dare you, sir? How dare you?
They're more prominent because he's got lovely jet black hair. You see,
Yeah, you see, that's what it
I
is.
occasionally get ID'd for fucking 6.
You do?
I look about 50. It's like,
That's
it's
ridiculous.
class. I love it.
Sophie got mistaken for my dad once.
That was the best thing. That was the best thing ever.
I can't remember. I put some fuel in his car for some reason. Like I owed him some money or something, right? And he went, oh, just stick some fuel in my car. I was like, all right, we'll go to Sainsbury's. And he went, oh, you putting fuel in your dad's car? No, it's me fucking mate, man. It's like 3 months older than this. Oh, it was funny. It was funny. Anyway, what's happening?
Yeah. Thanks for listening. We'll be back. I think me and Phil are set to record on Thursday, so I'll probably have it up for Friday. But this one should be up Wednesday. But who gives a fuck? Because you could be listening to this 5 years down the line.
Us reminiscing,
listening in a few years' time, crying over it. It didn't work.
No one listened.
Cheers, Ryan. Thanks for coming.
Aye, thanks, lads.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
I appreciate it.
have a great wedding, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Great wedding.
Aye, and I'll see you in Cyprus, sir.
You certainly will.
All right. Good night, people.
Good night.
Bye.
We love you.